With 2SKO finally being available for a large number of players, I know a lot of you guys are trying to play one of the most popular characters in the entire roster, Vi. She's our rushdown queen that has the capability of shifting the tide of a match in a matter of seconds due to her insane ground mobility and damage output. But even with this strength, I've already seen so many players start to shy away from her due to the unique charge mechanic tied to her special one, which does require a bit of execution from the player. Now, before you end up dropping her, what if I told you that you can completely ignore this mechanic altogether? Yep, that's right. In order to pilot Vi, you don't need to learn how to properly use this mechanic at all. This is because she has a lot of great tools in her kit that make her really beginner friendly. So in this video, I want to help you guys get started with Vi by going over a basic game plan with it that pretty much teaches you how to play neutral with the character, and while also showing you guys some basic combo structure so you can completely avoid that charge mechanic for now. Alright, so when getting your hands on Vi, the main thing you want to do is get used to her movement, as this is key to the character's overall strength. She's a character that lacks projectiles or any form of long range buttons, so your best way of being able to approach your opponent is with Vi's ability to use her special one footwork, which is basically a unique dash for her, or like people like to call a sway, allowing her to maneuver in and out of her opponent's range as well as getting into her effective range. So basically what you want to understand with this special is that it can be comboed into one another, so you can do things like back forward, forward back, forward back, or forward back forward. You can even do forward forward, which allows you to phase through your opponent, and even do something like forward back, forward, and some other crazy stuff. This is really good to know and utilize with the character because it allows her to maneuver in and out of her opponent's effective range and into hers, as well as since she is able to phase through projectiles with this movement, that makes it easier to get through characters like Jinx when you run into them. Now also what they come with the special is that she has follow-ups that come out of them, and you'll see you can do forward S1 to light, forward S1 into medium, and forward S1 to heavy. All of these are pretty solid specials, but you mostly just use them for combo filler. But the main one you want to worry about is special one into light. This is your primary approach to when you want to get into your opponent, because it covers great range. It allows her to start a combo if you get a hit from it, and it's very easy to keep yourself at a safe distance when you go into it. Now notice that you can go into her light, chain into her light medium to get a simple combo, but if you're ready for it, you can also do things like call her assist to get extended combos off of it, making it really easy to approach with this character in neutral. This is your go-to thing. Sway is the thing that you love to do with Vi, and it's how you're going to be able to smoke a lot of opponents. Like I mentioned before, medium and heavy are mostly combo filler. You don't want to just throw these out in neutral, especially since we aren't going to be using any of the charge versions in this video. So going for any of these by just throwing them out is going to put you in some really bad positions that you don't want to be in. Now also what you might have saw before is that Fitness Dash, she also has a command grab that it is techable, so if they react to it, they can get out of it, and they also can avoid it. But if you mix in a lot of her different options pretty effectively, a lot of times they won't see the command throw coming when done properly. You can even get something after this when you actually land it. Easiest thing to do is like go into one of her supers. You get some really quick burst of damage, but if you do get a little sweaty and you want to optimize some things, you can get something like this. Pretty nice, ain't it? Again, sway is Vi's game, so this is going to be the main tool you're going to be using to get in and out of your opponent's range and be able to play her pretty effectively. Get used to using this move pretty often because this is way better than normally using her regular movement, but you can throw in her regular dashes and stuff as well when incorporating it. Now she does have some other specials that allow her to approach a neutral, like Vault Breaker, which is her neutral special. This is a tool that can be used for combos as well as to get in close to your opponent if you're at a proper distance. She is safe, so you should be good, but just keep in mind that the closer you do this, the more negative you are and the easier it is for your opponent to punish you. But a lot of times you kind of want to do it from like ranges like this, where you just want to get at tip range, and even such a situation you can make yourself plus if you get at the right spacing, which is really good. You can also do things like charge it, which guarantees you plus frames when blocking, meaning it is your turn when you land this on block. So if your opponent trying to mash or hit a button on you, they will get counter hit. I will say though, do not charge this too often, as you are wide open, so your opponent can just kind of dodge it if they see it coming, as well as they can just punish you and try to hit you if you're in a desired range. So like if you're charging up here, you can definitely get punched in the mouth for doing so. So definitely use the charge version sparingly, but just be mindful on the distance that you're at so you can take advantage of this move properly. Now her other specials, they don't really allow you to control neutral and help you get in. A lot of the other ones are like defensive options and combo fillers. So like this one, like down S1, this is a defensive option to get your opponent off you. Then you have down S2 that covers everything above Vi. It's mostly just a tool to prevent people from jumping in on you, but you can also use it as a combo extender since it picks opponents up off the ground, aka an OTG. And then if you have the proper assist, you can do things like this. You get quick combos off into some really solid damage. Pretty straightforward. Lastly, for her specials, we have S2, which just rush punches your orders. This is mostly for extending combos or ending combos, depending on when you do it. But you'll see that it triggers a wall bounce. A lot of times you'll go for the mash version, which extends to do more damage as well as create a bigger wall bounce to extend your combo. Sometimes it might be hard to pick up, but when you do get it, just go for very basic bread and butter that we'll go over in just a second. But again, overall, a lot of the main tools you're going to be using with Vi is her sway and this rush punch in order to get into your opponents really easily. And then once you are in on your opponent, you'll be using these other tools to get combos off, which will help you out in the long run. You need some damage. Which, speaking of combos, let's get into Vi's combo structure. And when it comes to her, we can really pretty much treat her like how you would do with any other character in the game, where it's pretty similar to Dragon Ball FighterZ if you guys played that, where we have a basic combo light, medium, heavy, and then you can go into your launcher and do light, medium, heavy again into her S1 for a knockdown. Really simple combo. And if you want to spend meter on it, you can also do her super at the end. And be sure to mash this super so it'll do extra hits to do more damage. You can also incorporate her sway in her combo and go for the light, medium, heavy version as we talked about earlier when they chain together, and then you can do things like this. Special 2 combo, bam. Again, really simple, really quick damage, and it does a decent amount for how simple it is. Now if you're someone that wants a little bit of more sauce, you know, something that you want to kind of see where you can maximize her at without using any of her charge mechanics, you can do something as crazy as this. That version is the full screen version if you don't have corner carry, but if you are able to get to the corner, you can also do a route like this. Offers you a bit more damage, puts you in a great position to hold the corner if you don't want a super, and also makes it hard for your opponents to get out if you have proper assists to cover you. I also have another alternative route if you want to incorporate the order punches. Now, some of you are probably wondering, well, what if I can't get the hit with these buttons here, since she does have stubby normals that makes it hard for her to get in? Well, like I mentioned before, these allow you to approach with her light here. So then, like I said before, you can go for easy conversions like this. You can even do something like call your assist and just use the same BMBs we were using earlier, but just incorporate it. And we can even do it a little earlier here and get something quick. Again, a lot of these pretty much all kind of work together, making it pretty easy for you to get some stuff off with the character, making her a pretty easy character to pick up. But yeah, those are the basics of Vi. She is a very easy character to pick up if you don't want to mess with the charge mechanics. She's actually one of the easier characters in the game to kind of get accustomed to. A lot of things about this character just requires you to understand mobility and how to approach neutral. But it's all a trial and everything. You'll kind of get the move, you'll kind of get it down once you really play her and understand where the spots that you want to be at in order for her buttons to land. So she's really a pick up and feel type of character that I think a lot of you will find really fun and pretty easy to get into. She's a character that really works with a large majority of a lot of characters in the cast. So definitely play her with anyone that you want. But yeah, that's all I have for today's video. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let me know if you want to see more videos on Vi or any other characters in the game, and I'll try to provide that. We're not only doing like guided and helpful content here, we're also going to be doing some live gameplay stuff. I mean, a lot of challenges and things for 2XKO and other tag games coming out. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I appreciate you guys, and always remember to believe in you that believes in yourself. I'll see you guys in the next one.